Cool. I agree.
Okay.
I totally agree.
I'll start researching it, see how much money it would cost to have buy gong. I mean, not a high tone gong. I mean like a deep, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I got you.
A gong.
I could probably add one to the sound effects on here.
Small diameter gong.
All right. Well, okay. Take 2 here. Sorry, guys. We had a. Apparently, you need to hit the record button and the auto switcher for everything to actually work. So, welcome, man. Welcome back, man. The Goat Pen Friday at 5, man. It's been a few weeks, man. I've been busy traveling. Went to China for a week, do some business there, and
Shanghai.
Shanghai. Yes,
Not Shanghai.
it's pronounced Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Yeah,
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
that's
Shanghai.
Yep.
Shanghai.
Got it.
Yeah, I had a good time, man. Good food, good people. You know, I hadn't been there in a few years, and it was good to be back. Good to be back home though.
No dog, no cat.
Not that I'm
Not
aware
this-
of, man.
not this
that I'm
time,
aware
huh?
of, you know.
Okay. Not gonna pull that one on me again.
Yeah, not falling for that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, I did see a lot more dogs this time, actually. And so, actually, I saw a Great Pyrenees, which surprised me because they're not legal in China.
Ooh, that's a lot of meat too.
Yeah, it's a lot of meat. A lot of meat. What do you think, Sash?
Feed a family.
Like, man. man. But yeah, so yeah, back and you know, the flight over there long, this was weird, man. So it took 16 hours from Dallas to Shanghai, right?
16 hours
16
from
hours.
Dallas.
Nonstop.
Oh my God.
And
Whoa.
the flight back, this will blow you away. The flight back was only 12 and a half. Now, I got to looking at the map on the way back. I'm like, why are we making such good time here? This is crazy. And I pulled up the flight status that you can do on your screen. And, dude, we had a tailwind of 192 miles an hour. That plane was doing over 600 miles an hour at 40,000 feet. I was like, shit, this thing is
The
cooking,
thing was
man.
like a dart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. It was nuts. But then landed in Dallas. I had to stay overnight. We stayed at a hotel and then left that morning. Came to Charlotte and then to Wilmington. Got into Wilmington about 2:30 on Sunday. And minus one of my bags, which is still sitting in fucking Charlotte. It's Friday, by the way, American Airlines. Okay. This was Sunday when I landed. It's now Friday. I still don't have my suitcase. You've acknowledged that it is in Charlotte. Why is it not here?
Yeah, this is a touchy subject with Russell here. This.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I'd be.
No, I don't either.
Pissed
I don't
off
either.
myself.
I mean, did you lose some good T-shirts?
Yeah,
Fuck.
man.
Some of your dirty
You know.
Boston Red Sox, like nice, well-worn,
Socks, man,
worn T-shirts.
my Oakley T-shirt was
Some-
in there.
Oh
you know.
yeah, that's
DP is a Yankees fan.
yeah. I'm sorry about that. That sucks.
Yeah, just you know,
Maybe you'll get it, dude.
I know, man. You know, I put a long rant up last night on Facebook and tagged American Airlines. And, you know, like
They'll see it.
I'm sure they will.
They won't do anything about it, but they'll see it.
Well, they
Hell,
know my bag's there. They're not doing anything about it. They've already acknowledged that. They sent me a text. Good news, we found your bag. It's on its way to Wilmington. I'm like, and that would be when?
So you know it. You know it's there in Charlotte.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least you do know that.
Yeah. So so on the app, you're able to track, not only your flights, but where your bags are. Because a lot of times your bags end up on different flights, And the whole time, I was tracking out of Dallas. Both my bags made it onto the plane. Both bags have been boarded. Both bags have been unloaded. But then one bag didn't make it onto the Wilmington flight.
one bag.
Just one. In a world.
Full of bags.
You should send Dave George to the airport, with a fucking bag, and bring it to the Azalea. No, he's not.
No.
Find a nah. just a little too late. You probably could have found a disc golfer to bring your bag here who was going to play the tournament.
Dude, I'm not gonna. Like I said, worst case scenario, if I have to, and I will drive up to Charlotte. I will spend 8 hours on the road going to get my fucking suitcase.
God, you're gonna let whoever the poor soul is who is working that day.
It's gonna be a sad day for them. I can assure you. I may walk out in handcuffs.
Just when you get, instead of just ask for the manager right off the bat.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter,
Excuse
man.
me.
I need to, as soon as you get your bag, well, tell them, you're there. I need to pick up this bag, and now I want to see the manager.
So the one question everybody's asking is, why American Airlines? Well, this is a strange thing to do. We always flew Delta. I've always flown Delta. Just because they don't do shit like this.
Okay.
I don't know. The industry is still the same, but the way that Delta runs it is so much different. Now, I'm not saying Delta doesn't have its problems. Believe me, it does. It does. But nothing to this extent. And this being my very first flight on American, Jesus Christ, man.
Well,
first and last.
Okay.
First and last, yeah.
So American I don't Airlines. Fly.
So, you hear that? I said first and last American Airlines.
Yeah,
you hear that?
Business class seat, I get bumped on my flight out. Dude, it's an $8,000 seat. I got bumped. I got pushed back a day. I had to fly out earlier, which means I had to book my hotel earlier. All of this in one fucking trip, man. So I've always flown Delta. For whatever reason, Delta's flights to Shanghai were $22,000. I have no idea why. No idea. So,
well, maybe American was just fucking overloaded because of that temporary thing,
and maybe.
Suck. Well, I mean, I'm not saying they're great. I'm not defending American.
So, let's put it in a different perspective. Okay. We run a hospital. Okay. Oh, we understand. Yes, your husband had a heart attack. I'm sorry. We're overbooked. There's nothing we can do.
Well,
nah, they won't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Why the fuck do you overbook a fucking aircraft, man? It's fucking stupid. It's a dumb way to run damn business, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems to me that airlines should just, when they make a mistake, just fix it and move on. Don't fucking wallow in it and say we're going to bring your bag and leave it in Charlotte. Bring the fucking bag.
Yeah.
Put it on an airplane that's going to be flying.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the thing to kill you. 4 flights a day.
I mean,
just
4 flights a day out of Charlotte to Wilmington.
Yeah.
Don't book too many more people than you have seats for, because that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
extremely.
And if you do, buy them a hotel room or do something.
Well, they do stuff like I got a free ticket, $600 ticket to go anywhere that I want, under $600, of course, because of them bumping me out of that damn seat. I'm thinking it's a moot point at this point because I'm not going to use you guys again.
It's already a stressful situation for a lot of people. You're getting in this thing and flying, and then you get some terrible service, and you can't do anything, and they'll just say, "Hey, get out of the freaking airport."
Yeah, they don't care.
Go. Yeah,
they don't care. And that was always my point of contention whenever we were traveling full time. Is that I hated flying that route back and forth from China, man. A lot of times that's why when my marriage was blowing apart and we were divorcing, I didn't come home. I'm like, fuck it. I'm not
taking that.
I got
trip.
really nothing to go home to. So I went to Vietnam. I went to Macau. I went to Thailand, Not worth it. Not worth it,
That big old jet airliner took you far away.
It did. And there's more to come.
Yeah, it did.
Yes, it did. But anyways, okay, rant over. So bad news for people our generation. We lost Chuck Norris today, which I love what Nick Frieda said, man. If you guys follow him at all, he said Chuck's not dead. Chuck is just determined to win the world's longest nap competition. I'm like, nice. So yeah, to Chuck, man, dude. Thanks for the memories. Godspeed, sir.
Godspeed, sir. 86 years old.
Yeah.
Lots of good movies. A lot of good Chuck Norris jokes.
I watched, and not too terribly long ago, I watched Lone Wolf McQuade.
Oh.
That movie hasn't lost a damn thing, man. It's still like just
the scene where
I know what you're getting ready to say,
the
man.
Bronco or whatever it is.
He had a Dodge Ram.
Oh, Ram gets buried, and he
cracks open the beer and drinks it and pours it on it, and he fires up the Bronco, and you see the headlights pop up out of the ground.
And, he hits the turbo. The
supercharger. Yeah.
That was a badass Ram, really. Mopar.
Ram Charger, Ram Supercharger.
It was a Ram Charger.
Ram Charger, because it was a SUV. It had a oh God, what do you call it? They were like the Broncos. You could take that top off the back of it.
I worked at this little convenience store down the street from my house, stocking beer when I was in high school, and the owner of it, he had a Ram Charger.
Okay.
I loved that fucking thing. I love hanging out with him. I mean, it was really cool.
Yeah.
But his was blue with I can't remember, a bunch of stripes running down the sides of it.
It had a white top on it, didn't it?
I can't remember. I think
the blue and the reds had the white tops.
It was a light blue, like a sky blue, like the napkin kind of.
Okay. Right.
With it was such a cool vehicle.
Yep.
My old boss Randy from Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
He had worked at Ford before he moved down from Connecticut. And he had like an original 1974 or something, 1970 something Ford Bronco, but it was the big body. It wasn't the little crappy looking with the windows that went over the top.
The one that looked like the International Scouts.
A Bronco 2 is what those were, I believe.
The OJ Bronco.
Ones,
yeah, this was a nice big.
That OJ.
The OJ Bronco, yeah. But it was burgundy with black top. It was good looking, and he kept it. He probably still has it. Everybody would come in there and, hey, man, you want to sell that Bronco? And nope. Randy turned down a bunch of offers for it. So
worth some money today.
I hope he still has it and he's driving it because he loved that vehicle. Yep. He really did.
I ran into a guy out at Target. He was loading stuff in his car, and I had to walk over because I'm like, they didn't make these. What did you do, man? I said, this was cool as hell. It was a Wagoneer, but he chopped the top off of it. He made it into a convertible.
Oh my God!
And
dude, is it a beach truck?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it had a bunch of rust and stuff on it.
But it's a North End truck.
Yeah,
Carolina Beach.
You know. But I said, dude, how did you reinforce? The body, because you just removed a huge part of the. And he said he said the back doors don't open. He said he ran some metal rods up, up the doors, up the B pillars, and
he just made a cage out of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, huh.
Cool. But I was, I said that's one of the vehicles I love is the old Wagoneers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those things go for a fortune. There's a company, I want to say they're out of Colorado, called Wagon Masters. And that's all they do is restore these old wood grain, Wagoneers.
Woodies.
Yeah, but they get, they're upwards of $50,000-$60,000 now.
Scott had a nice one.
He did.
That was a beautiful vehicle.
Yeah, it was. He had the burgundy interior in that.
Yes.
My friend's mom had one of the big country Squire station wagons.
Oh yeah,
with the wood grain panels down the side.
Hell yeah.
Back seat was like as wide as for me to wrestle.
Oh yeah. I can't even look. I can't even look at those cars anymore without thinking of the family truckster, though. I really can't, man.
Yeah.
That's the. I saw there's a guy on YouTube does a whole thing about his whole series revolves around Hollywood cars.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talked about the Fall Guy truck and of course Kit. And he did one on the family truckster and was talking about the development of it and. They're basically the producers and director are like, yeah, we just want the most ridiculous thing that you can possibly build, And I forget which model they use. It might have been like a Oldsmobile or a Pontiac Safari wagon that they converted into this thing, And the double headlights and there was just a monstrosity,
What? I'm sorry, but what was the What kind of vehicle was it? I'm not familiar with Truckster or whatever your American Truckster. Is that what
Vacation.
National Lampoon's
Vacation. Remember
that car
it was a pea green with the wood panel siding.
It fell apart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hadn't
Well,
heard
they didn't actually
referred to it
get that.
Maybe
they didn't get the Truckster. They got whatever the.
No, they wanted the like the Speed Queen or Highway Queen or something. I forget what it was called.
So
but
they
family,
got the Truckster.
They got the Truckster
because the one they want. Okay, I thought the Truckster was the one they wanted, and they got the other one. Okay,
that was the model of the vehicle.
Yeah, the family Truckster.
Yeah, the family. Okay.
I'll be damned. I just learned something new.
Yeah,
and they tried to get their old car back, and they had crushed it already. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, this series, he goes through a lot of different vehicles, and talks about different things. But the coolest thing is, I like he pulls out all the what do they call them, flubs or flaws, stuff that you miss in the movie because you think it's all continuous, but yet it's not. I remember one show he was talking about the A-Team van. And they do a jump with it. And he freeze frames. He's like, you can clearly see that's a model. That's not even the van,
That's all I needed when I was a kid watching the A-Team.
Yeah, I watched a YouTube
get 'em,
show.
BA.
I watched a YouTube video one time about how they make it look like there's like a big car wreck on a cliff, and they've got like a cliff built that's about maybe from the corner of the room up there down to here.
Yeah,
and they've got a model truck, and they've got all these expensive cameras filming it.
Yeah.
And the truck goes over the edge of the cliff, and then it tumbles down, and it loses its load. And then they show you like it would look in a movie. It looks like a truck ran off the road and went down the cliff.
Yeah.
But you just watch them do a little model truck going off of there. Yeah.
There was a guy that, do you remember the movie Duel? It was Steven Spielberg's first movie. It was about the guy getting terrorized by the semi truck, the oil tanker. This was like 71, something like that.
I'm gonna say no.
At the very end of the movie, they crash and they end up, both vehicles end up going off this cliffside. It's kind of a cult urban legend thing because I've seen videos on guys going out to that ravine to try to find pieces of the wreckage from the truck.
Yeah.
And then there was this French guy that he actually rebuilt the entire scene. In models, but larger scale models. I think the semi was, 3 or 4 feet long, and recreated the entire scene.
Oh.
Which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then there's actually a little Easter egg in there because I didn't realize it until I saw the making of when Jaws, at the very end of the movie, when Roy Scheider hit the scuba tank and it blew the shark up, as the shark's floating headless down to the bottom, and they show that scene, you hear this kind of. It's the same exact sound effect that they used in Duel when the tanker was going over the cliff.
Just like the scream. There's a scream.
The Wilhelm scream, yes.
There's lots of different. There's probably lots of different things but the scream is the most used of all.
Well, in this case, Spielberg wanted that. He wanted to add that in there, and as a tribute to this is my second movie, after
right.
After Duel, and but yeah, going to your point, the Wilhelm scream, dude, that thing's been used in thousands of movies, man. Thousands of movies.
Now I hear it every time I watch a movie, literally, almost. Well, not literally. I don't want. And why am I using that word? Damn it.
Yeah, and it's funny because anytime I hear it, I immediately recognize it.
Yeah,
immediately recognize it.
Yeah, I can't watch a movie now without recognizing the scream.
There's probably. Hell, in my lifetime, I bet I've seen 300 movies that have that scream in it.
At some point, yes.
I think it's kind of a staple now. You have to use it in a especially when somebody's falling. You have to use it in that if they're falling off of a train or off of a cliff or
anything.
In Star Wars, they use it in Star Wars.
Yeah, falling into the Sarlacc pit.
Yep. So yeah,
like damn, that scream that Boba Fett just let out sounded a lot like.
I don't think it was him that did it.
It was one of the guards.
Yeah, one of the guards that got knocked off the skiff.
Not a Gamorrean guard. They were the big fat.
green guys.
Oh yeah. They look like yeah.
They had a different scream.
They look like a wild boar back, actually, kind of.
Yeah, they had a different scream, especially when
they squealed
by the rancor.
They squealed.
Squeal.
Yeah, they were.
Well, they kind of look like pigs anyway, so they squealed.
Like boars. They had horns, though. They weren't just a regular pig. They had some boorish. Oh, they had tusks.
Tusks.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Curvy tusks. Yeah.
Damn, they was curvy
Took
too.
me a little bit to get to that.
That's all right.
Had to talk my way up to it.
You got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Wilhelm scream, man, it's famous. Been used in damn near, God knows, I couldn't even begin to count how many movies it's been used in.
Lots.
My guess is it's not copyrighted, so it's a free to use thing.
Plug and play.
Well.
You need a scream? We've got it. The most famous scream of all.
Yeah, it pretty much is. It pretty much is. I'll put a sample up for you guys to hear. What else was there was something else on my mind here I was going to talk about. Originally we were going to do I brought back a bunch of Chinese snacks. They're all in vacuum seal bags, and Fig was asking me, well, what are they? I'm like, fuck should I know, man? I don't know what they are.
He was saying, well, and then you started kind of reading them off, and then you said, you were telling what they were, kind of like giving a little description, and you said
there's
a
like
meat stick, and I'm like,
what kind of meat?
Yeah,
that's exactly where my mind went.
What kind of meat?
So I'm not going to translate any of it until after we try it. Yes, some of it looks very spicy. Some of it is like some bamboo stuff in there. There's some look to be very hot peanuts. Look like they've been doused in Thai chili. So we'll try those again. It's been a long week for everybody, and we also apologize. Christian, sends his regards. He was unable to make it. Yeah. A couple things going on with him, so we're.
Keep them in your thoughts.
Yes, please. But that's kind of been my week, man. I'm still kind of loopy from the jet lag, but
I've had the typical week at work, so not a whole lot of nothing with there. A lot of I've been busy, but staying busy, little things.
Yeah.
Pretty much, my job is easy.
It's been.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Easy week.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, same here. It's been college basketball all week, man. That's what it's been.
Mm-hmm.
College ball every night.
I could have watched that yesterday had I known it was started. It was started yesterday, right? Or were the play-in games?
No, day before.
Okay.
But yeah, it was yesterday. Was the first day.
12 hours of.
It's today as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then next weekend. That's one of the best times of the year.
Absolutely.
March Madness is probably, that's one of the best tournaments, one of the most exciting tournaments, gives you the most exciting finishes.
It does.
Consistently.
Yeah, we've already had some good games, some upsets.
Yeah.
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 if you know, you know. Which I don't know because it's not my thing.
Not his thing.
Carolina lost.
All right. So they're out?
Yep, they're out.
Right.
They are back in Chapel Hill right now, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Or, really? Who cares where the fuck they are? But they're not at the tournament anymore.
No. They're probably partying with the guys from State and Wake Forest. All the guys that
they're
they
all
know.
hanging out
Yeah.
this weekend with their NIL money.
Yeah.
So
Watching
none of
ball.
them made it.
Duke is still, from the ACC, Duke is still viable, as is
Florida State?
No. Virginia, Louisville, and Miami. I believe those are the four that are left.
Wait. Louisville.
It's been it's expanded now. We're 18 teams in the ACC now. Yep.
Including some on the West Coast.
We got Cal in the fucking ACC.
I get the expansion
Makes no
part of
sense.
it, but calling Louisville Atlantic Coast
Russell, we have a team from in California in the ACC.
Okay, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with Louisville.
You can't really stretch any further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No.
coast to
That's not
coast.
true. They could actually pull in a University of Hawaii. You know.
Oh, God.
They could.
Yeah.
Hell, I'd be.
Which
that's
why not?
more
I mean, why not?
ACC than-
Why not have a college?
Everybody is like, we are not scheduling away games to Hawaii.
Why not have? I mean, think about it though. Why not have an Atlantic Coast Conference team that is actually home based in the Pacific?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just throwing it out there.
But yep, that's all going on.
And F1 is back underway.
Yeah,
And
yes. F1 is, and I still have not started my subscription to Apple TV yet.
I haven't. I think I'm gonna cut it off because it sucks.
Really?
I've heard
Yeah,
that.
I do not like their presentation of the race.
How do we get a subscription to Sky Sports? That's what I want.
Apparently,
Honestly.
we can't
Damn it.
because we're not in the UK or in Europe.
Can't you
Well, could
throw
you do
your
a
VPN around?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I think
Hell, if you could use it for F1 in that case.
Bounce it around.
you know what I need to contact F1 TV and see if I can do that. Just tell them to say, look, man, I travel everywhere. I don't get Apple TV everywhere. I get F1 TV everywhere. Why can't I have F1 TV?
Yeah, I'm international.
Yeah.
Because your home address is in the United States, and we made a deal with Apple, and they paid us a lot of freaking money.
Yeah.
That's but
That's-
pretty probably it right there, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh well.
Well, to me, they kind of screwed over their own customers by doing that. I mean,
Oh yeah, they did.
I get it. It's a multi-million-dollar, multi-year deal. And it's the same thing that happens with like Panini lost NFL and NBA, I believe, licensing. So now the Panini only does like MLB cards.
Mm-hmm.
Topps, has now NFL, and the same thing with broadcasting networks. Same shit happens. They sign these licensing deals, and to me, I don't understand why F1 did this when you're trying to broaden your appeal in the United States. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I mean, they were at the peak of their growing, really. I mean, it was, and now they've forced everybody to have to watch this shitty production.
and it sucks. Do that.
Everybody in the United States.
By any
that is.
chance, do they still have the archives?
I haven't gone looking for them, so I can't say.
That
for
would be
sure.
that would be a definite. I'm not subscribing at all.
There
if
is
they
a
don't-
whole nother channel on Prime, actually, on their live feed.
Okay.
It's an F1 channel that all they do is show old races.
Yeah, see that's what I loved about the F1 app is that you had all those archive races.
But I don't think you can pick which one you want. It's just showing them back to back to back to back. It's always showing a
I
race.
don't want that. No, I'll look at it. I may do the trial and just take a look at it and
Yeah.
see. But
Yeah. But that's on, if you have regular Prime, you can watch that F1 channel I'm speaking of.
Okay.
On just
All right.
you go to the top and go over to live TV,
All right.
and it's on there. You'll see it. It's like the third or fourth down when you start scrolling.
all right, I'll take a look. Take a look. Yeah, I just as much as I want to watch it, I'm also not impressed so far with this season. And
The car sucks.
yeah. I mean, everybody.
Smaller car, you guys.
Well,
No,
it's
it's
not
the way they did the
car.
power split. They
Yep.
did a 50-50
electric
petrol,
Yeah, you
you know.
guys said they were going to do that.
It's turned out not a good thing
Really?
at all.
What's the deal with it?
It slowed
they're
lap
burning-
times down, but
They're burning up the battery really quick. So what happens is, as they hit especially if they hit these longer straightaways, they go to gun it, deplete the fucking battery altogether, and then it takes them forever to recharge the damn thing, so they can get it back.
they can only recharge under braking.
So now everybody's running slower, so they can run consistent.
At some turns, yes, they pretty much will decide just through practices. You'll know, all of them will know which turn they're going to be, and they all do it at the same time on the same turns, and they harvest at the same time, pretty much, on whatever position they're in on the lap, on said lap.
That really sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm sorry that's happening.
I think they'll get it right. It's just going to take. At this point, it's going to take fuck, it could take like 2 years to dial this shit in.
Yeah.
You know?
The bad thing is, so Max Verstappen is out there talking about how bad this car is and how much and Red Bull is not having an easy go of it to start with. And some people might say he's just being sour, you know.
Okay.
But he's not. He's actually, he says it's because I want to put forth a good race.
He wants a good car.
A good,
so
a good.
I mean, yeah, good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, the telling sign was the Shanghai Grand Prix. Your last year's constructors team and last year's grand champion, McLaren, didn't even fucking start the race. Didn't start. Did not finish, did not start. There's something wrong with the technology. And then if you look, when I looked at I didn't watch the race. I just watched the updates and then the final results.
Yeah.
They weren't the only ones. There were several did not starts, and then there were like 4 more did not finish. That's a lot of cars to be out of a race, man. Yeah. There's something wrong.
Max says it's more akin to a video game than.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, because they got to do all these things on the steering wheel too. They're constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just get.
The race has suffered. The product is what he was saying. Is he wants the best product for the fans.
Yep.
And this is not,
truly. You're on the video, Sash. Yeah, you see yourself. You looking at TV.
Hey, baby.
No, you're not going out right now.
And also, he wants the best race and fastest time you can do it in because he's a racer.
And everybody wants to try to get a little faster.
So lap times have gotten a little bit slower. And when I said they got slower, I'm not talking about 4 or 5 seconds. I'm only talking about a half a second to 3/4 of a second. But it's noticeable on different parts of the track where they would used to, late break into a corner. Mm-hmm. They're letting up a little bit sooner now and harvesting energy. And
I guess you have to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you want to have that extra power to pass on the straightaway.
Well, it's just not. This is much worse than when they changed the cars a few years ago to the ground effects.
Yeah.
They had a lot of problems with what they call porpoising, where the car was bouncing. They were able to dial that out fairly quickly, but this
it took some of them a little bit longer than others.
Some teams longer.
Mercedes, remember?
Oh, Lulu! I thought he was going to.
Lewis complained about it all year.
But this looks to be. I mean, you've got Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda. There's one other engine. No, there are no other engines.
Mercedes, Ferrari,
Honda, and Ford.
Red Bull,
Ford.
Red Bull, Ford powertrain.
They're all having this same problem. They're all having the same problem.
Yeah.
So it's the rules and the regulations and the way they've changed things. And as much as I hate to say it, just go back to get rid of the freaking hybrid power shit. Go to turbo V6s, go to V8 naturally aspirated. I don't care.
V10. It's got to be.
I'd love to go back to V10s, man. Jesus, those cars screamed.
That would be amazing.
They
would sound great.
Nice.
Bring back racing.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
But I don't see it happening.
When they do those runs with those cars, like especially the V10, something about the engine, the way they tuned it with the exhaust that they were using at the time, those things sounded.
They screamed. I mean, literally screamed.
Sounded amazing.
That to me was the pinnacle of F1. As far as the engine horsepower and sound went. And again, man,
they've all sounded. The V12, they had V12.
V12 sounded good. V12 sounded good.
And then they went to V8.
The V8 didn't sound bad. It was
not that
it was throatier. It didn't, it didn't have that high pitched whine, but
maybe that was because of the exhaust.
Maybe
the tuning of the pipes.
But
tuning the exhaust.
But ever since they've done the hybrid thing, it's just I mean, I get it, man. You're trying to stay green and stuff like that, but come on, man. This is racing.
I'm talking about racing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not.
We got rubber flying into the atmosphere. Shut your mouth.
Actually, that's what it was. And I'm sorry. I apologize. Max didn't say it was like a video game, but he said it was more akin to the e-racing than.
Oh, that's the equivalent. That is.
Yeah. Yeah. And So he's stating the obvious, but people are giving him a hard time because Red Bull, they're not actually having engine problems. Their problem is mechanical stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
All the new moving parts. They have a what do they call that?
Active arrow.
Active arrow. Yeah. The back wing and the front wing open. It used to be the front wing didn't open, but now the front wing moves as well as the back wing.
Yep.
To reduce drag.
Now, to me, I think that's a very cool thing. That to me was groundbreaking. That I was like, I'm really digging that.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's really cool to watch these wings in action. But again, man, get rid of this damn hybrid bullshit, man. It's not work. It's obviously not working, or at least go back to where you were with the 70-30 split.
Yeah. But they wanted to get rid of the MGU.
Yeah,
because it was so much weight and expensive to produce. So the MGU, what did that that wasn't the part that generated the energy. That wasn't the turbine or the power.
I think it was.
That was what held it, wasn't it? No, that wasn't like the.
They got batteries that hold the charge.
Well, there's MGU. What did they have? They had another GU. Anyways, I forget.
But yeah, it's so far the cars look good. The active arrow is cool. Liking the drivers, the lineup. I love the way everything looks, man. But that engine is just, man, what the hell are you guys doing, man?
The car looks lively. I will say that the car, I like the smaller size.
You're actually watching the rear end instead of sticking like it was over the last couple of years with the ground effects, man. You're actually watching that rear end break, easily. Drivers are having to be a lot more cautious about going around these corners because that back end is sliding out from under them.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
I'm going to come over here and see if Fig's going to let me out. He's not.
Not yet.
You're here with the boys.
Not yet.
Enjoy it.
Don't give me the side eye.
She's good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So yeah, that's pretty much been it, man, for the week. Past two weeks. Good to be home, as I said. Ju is not home yet. She did come to Shanghai for a few days, and Shanghai. She did come over there for a few days, and got to see her. But she still has some business to do back in Bangkok. She's planning on being back in the States around the middle of April.
Yeah, middle of April. Very nice.
So hopefully by then, and Christian's mobile again, we can get the the Hot Ones gauntlet rolling. That's the plan. And, of course, we got quite a few people lined up for that. So,
yep, that'll be one to look forward to.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
Yep.
I didn't mention when you were talking about the Chinese snacks that you were thinking about doing. So we don't know if they put the ingredients on the pack because we can't read Chinese. Although
I have a visual translator.
You have a translator. I'd be curious if that were like ingredients or what they put on their foods. Do they have a thing like the FDA that makes them put it on there?
We're gonna find out what's in that. What that is.
I want to know what meat the meat sticks are.
Well, we don't know, man. And again, my guess is it could be
nobody knows.
It could be soy. I never got stopped at customs.
I mean, I may eat a bamboo shoot without reading up on it, but
it could be completely soy based. I never got stopped at customs.
No.
And I asked when I came into Dallas. I told the guy because I put it in my back. All those snacks were in my backpack. And the guy said, "Do you have any food, fruits, or vegetables?" I said, "I have several bags of Chinese snacks." I said, "They're all vacuum sealed, have not been opened." I said, "I brought them back, to try out." And he's like, "Oh, I'm not concerned about that."
Right.
Didn't even look at them. Didn't even ask any questions. So send me that picture too, Fig, because we got to, this is me and the Sasha on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is my view of you and
Yeah, I know,
Sasha.
with the microphones,
Absolutely.
Great picture, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Sasha is so photogenic.
She is. Russell, on the other hand, is a fucking idiot. Anything else major in the news? Yeah, the Iranian, Israeli American war still going on.
No, I don't want to talk about any of that shit.
I'm just hitting highlights, man. Nothing else really major that I'm aware of, so. On that note, man, I think we may call this one a short podcast.
Call it a wrap.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, come back and see us again, please.
Come on by anytime.
And so on that note, we're going to call it a day. And you guys be sure to check us out. I've got another episode as well coming up, the one we did a few weeks ago.
Hit like and subscribe.
Yes, please. And Stu and I mentioned tonight he's going to help me out with the goat pin graphic, because that's kind of the big holdup right now.
Yeah.
He's going to get us our mascot silhouette kind of done, so I could get the signs made, our mic cover, boom covers made, and then we can start our T-shirts. And
we should get Tony at LC Signs to make it.
I've actually thought about that, man.
The goat pin. Tony.
I may do that.
LC Signs. You'll be there. Dude, you're going to be in country. You order it and pick it up.
Yeah, I'd rather have it done before then, though.
All right. Okay.
At the very least, I'll contact him.
Yeah, and see if you can go over there and meet him. That would be awesome.
Oh, dude.
Meet Tony at LC Signs.
That'd be a god, man.
All right.
Anyways, you guys stay safe this weekend, man. We'll catch you next time. Goat pin out, baby.
Tony is awesome, dude. That would be excellent.
You can let her out, man.